Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I was thinking and meditating to the ancestors because I wanted to know, how did we get to a point where we have descended so that we attack one another the way we do in this spiritual warfare that we're in? How we have descended to the point where we don't care about our brother or our sister, even our own blood. We do our own blood so dirty. Some people do their mama so dirty, they daddy, their uncle, their auntie, your own blood. You would kill your own blood. And never think about that you got to leave here one day. Never think about that. Just think you're going to keep on doing evil and you got to and you don't have to give an account to your actions. They have even got so where they ain't even scared of a lake of fire. Even to think about a lake of fire, but it's not a lake of fire. It is not that. It's what you don't want. And how we have descended so. And I was meditating on that to the ancestors, and they gave me the answer that from slavery, from the time when the slaves were freed, they were given nothing. They were forced to share crop and different things. And then that ended, and then they just kind of descended because there was no help, really. And the oppression, the injustice, the police brutality that you see all the time, it makes you want to holler. It makes people just, the oppression causes you to attack yourself and attack someone else. It does. That's what it does. It causes you to take it out on you or take it out on someone else. And what we have to do now is learn that we are in a state of loss. We are like ships lost in uncharted waters. We have actually forgotten where we came from and don't know where we're going. But now, as we're growing in love, we are beginning to ascend. We are beginning to ascend from the oppression. We are beginning to rise. We are beginning to know that it's time to do better. It really is. It's time for us to begin to even think better about ourselves. We need to think about the message in the music. We really do. And what the message in the music is teaching our future generations. What is it teaching our children, nowadays? What are they getting from it? We need to shield our children. We need to protect them. That's our future. We need to know where they are, because I'm telling you, they're not looking for them. They ain't looking for them like that. They runaways. We need to keep hold of our kids. We really do, because there is still the evil of racism. It's still out there. And now it's all kind of other different things going on. They just now are getting ready to open up an investigation to the young man who was found rolled up in the school mat with his body organs missing. Now, that was just, I don't understand how that was even shut the way like it was. Is obviously a homicide. That's obvious right there. I don't understand how could you close the investigation? That's a homicide. So see, it's just some crazy stuff going on, and we have to be mindful of where our children are. We got to know where they are at all times and protect them, and keep watch over them. We ain't living in the kind of times kind of like how we was. Was a little bit better back then. It's a lot of other different stuff going on now. We got sex trafficking. We got different things going on. We got to keep up with our children. We really do. Our children are our future. Those are our future kings and queens. That's our legacy. That's what we leave here. A legacy of love. That's what they will remember us for. The lessons that we taught them. And teaching them how to trust and believe in God and know that God will pull you through all things. But you have to let go and let God, because God has appointed special ancestors to watch over and protect us and guide us if we will allow them to, if we will let go and let God. See, because before I make a move, I meditate on it. I think on it. I meditate and then I do what's right in front of me. I don't sit up and plan for this, that, and the other next week and what's gonna happen. I don't do that. That's how I tell you I'm moved by the spirits. I move by the spirits to make the podcast when it's time to make the podcast, when it's the right time, because I know exactly about how long I want my podcast episodes to be. I want a daily episode because I want you to get the daily word, the daily inspiration. I want you to know that you are not bound under religious law. I want you to know that you are not here to be running up behind somebody. I want you to know that your money is for you in your pocket. You don't have to pay nobody 10% of your income. That's all religious law. We are spiritual people. We are not bound under religion. We don't have to live under those religious laws. You wear the clothes you want to wear. You don't just be living honor to God. That's how you do. You live a life in honor. You stop doing your old ways. You stop doing that old foolish stuff you used to do. You don't do that no more. You become a legend. Greater. You become a legend. You're in this world, but not of this world. Yes, and God is in you, and all things. Because you are more than a conqueror in God who loves you. So you can do it. Yes, you can. If God says for you, it's for you. And then if that ain't for you, he got something greater for you. Just let go and let God, allow God to work it out. You got to forgive. You got to forgive. You got to forgive even if you don't have nothing else to do with them. You got to forgive. That was one of the hardest things I had to do. And I had to forgive me because, I'm the one, that I took a lot of stuff out on myself, a lot of hurt and things on me. And I had to learn, to grow over that oppression. And that's what we have to do, people. We have to grow over it. We have to love. Even if you don't want to have nothing else to do with them, that's fine. Because I'm going to tell you something. You can keep forgiving and forgiving over and over and keep going back to them. That's just like putting your hand to the fire. You're going to get burnt. Why you keep going back to getting burnt? Until they begin to grow, that's what's going to happen. So they got to exit your highway of life for a little while. Then maybe on down the road, once they grow a little bit, then they can get back on. And now y'all can go back on the journey together. You see, or else if not, what's going to happen? They're going to cause a traffic jam in your highway of life and stall your greatness. Stall where you trying to go and be one of them people who will run you over to get where they trying to get. Just run you on down, just run you on over, because they will kill you, huh? You seen them folks. They will kill you. We'll go ahead and pull on out and try to cause an accident just so they can go ahead and go. That's what I'm telling you. You got to do defensive driving and defensive life. Let them folks go head on. Them that want to do you harm, they ain't for you. Let them go head on. Let them fly on down the road. Because see, you need to stay in your lane. Do your own journey in God. Do what God has for you to do. You do your purpose. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. It's here with his people. It's to lift one another up. That's exactly what we supposed to do. We supposed to lift one another up. We are growing in love, and we are to love one another. You need to tell somebody that greatness reached over our pressure through wisdom. It's time to grow. You need to tell them, hey, look, get the talented and wise, the talented and lost, get them together. Yeah, they wise. They know how to do a whole lot of stuff. But they know how to go out there and get them drugs. They can get out there and get them a job. They can do better. It's mind over matter, mind over anything. God gave you a great mind. That's wisdom. He gave you a great mind. Look, you can get the wisdom. I'm telling you, you can learn. You can do better. You can reach your greatness. You can be like the great mountains, who just steady reaching their greatness in God. And then when they can't reach their greatness no more, they begin to spread. That's love. Just start spreading out. Making other mountains, making other great. That's what I'm doing. Just spread. I want to spread all over the world. Shine the light of God, which is love, all over the world, from here, there, and everywhere. Just shine light, shine love, and let you know that I love you. I want you are a conqueror. Let you know I want you to keep going. I want you to keep fighting. I want you to rise to reach your greatness. I want to hear about it. I want you to tell me how you doing. Keep on growing. We going to reach our greatness. We going to get there, people. We going to get there. And we breaking through that celebrity ring. We are. This is the dream of Dr. King, is of us to become a beloved community of love. That's what he wanted. We are on the right track. We really are. We are on the right path towards genuine equality. Even though the evil don't want to do it. We are on that path regardless of what they say and what they want to do. Cause they done a whole lot of evil. It's a whole lot of evil that's going on in this world right now. People don't even think twice about pulling the trigger. Don't think twice about killing. Don't think twice about harming. But I'm here to tell you that we weren't like that. It wasn't like that in the motherland. We loved one another. Well, we were just like it was like a great big family, because they wasn't having it no other kind of way. Wasn't no jails and prisons and none of that over there. Wasn't no starving people over there before colonization. That's why Africa is one of the richest places in the world. But greed took over. Evil came in and took over. And that's what happened to Africa. But be proud to be African, because that's exactly what you are. But it's a shame. That's why, they hate on us so bad, because we the evil do. The evil. That's all it is, just evil, because we beautiful. We're unique. We all are. All different, all beautiful, all unique. Just like roses growing in God's garden. That's exactly what we all are. Unique, beautiful, and different in our own special way. And we need to stop trying to be judges and accept people for the way that they are. Because we all are different, and we were all put here for a purpose. And it's not to be evil. Greatness reached over our pressure through wisdom all over the world. Let's rise, people.